С ударниками и с физически крепкими ребятами. Он такой, знаешь, проверку прошел 9-0 UFC чемпион. У него та команда, которая готовила Волконовского на Ислама. Вот это все вместе, если сопоставить, я вижу в нем очень грозного соперника. Да, вот вызывающего уважение, во-первых, во-вторых, опасения. Шавкат, Белял. Ну, Ян Герри я бы не считал бы таким грозным соперником. Шавкат, Белял, даже еще один мало. Ну, Шомбред я не вижу. Стилистически слишком удобный. Ислам его в стойке перебьет, бороться он, ну, у Ислама в ноге останется. Не вижу Шомбреда такого грозного соперника. Ну, он, конечно, крепкий, хороший боец, но не вижу. Шавкат и Белял, и Мадалена.
Like I always respectful to the promotion. It's their job. They didn't announce the fight. But I know this by end of the year, Australia gonna have no champions.
Khabib Nurmagomedov is back in the spotlight, this time connected to the big fight between Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev. The former lightweight king explained why he's a little worried for Islam. His first reason was about experience. JDM has fought most of his career as a natural welterweight, and that means he's used to bigger, stronger opponents and the power difference that comes with it.
Мы не можем сразу все карты раскрывать, потому что наши соперники тоже нас слушают. Но скажу так, что я давно слежу за Маддаленой. Он как боец очень интересный. Тогда, конечно, у меня даже в голове не было насчет боя Ислама и Маддалены, но судя по его скиллам, по его технике, по его ударке, судя по тому, как он защищается против борцов, а он дрался с борцами. Рамазан хорошо борется, Гилберт Бронс хорошо борется, Белал Мухаммад хорошо борется. Он дрался с такими ребятами, у кого длинные рычаги.
Khabib's second point added even more weight to his concerns. He highlighted that JDM is not only experienced at welterweight, but also training with a team that has already dealt with Islam before. This means JDM's camp might have useful information on Islam's tendencies, weaknesses, or strategies from past fights. In MMA, inside knowledge can make a huge difference.
С ударниками и с физически крепкими ребятами. Он такой, знаешь, проверку прошел 9-0 UFC чемпион. У него та команда, которая готовила Волконовского на Ислама. Вот это все вместе, если сопоставить, я вижу в нем очень грозного соперника.
Khabib went on to break down the bigger picture by naming other fighters in the welterweight division that could cause Islam problems. He didn't single out JDM as the only challenge, but admitted there are multiple top-level threats. From wrestlers to knockout artists, the welterweight division is full of dangerous names, and Khabib is aware that Islam moving up in weight is a big step.
Да, вот вызывающего уважение, во-первых, во-вторых, опасения. Шавкат, Белял, ну, Ян Герри я бы не считал бы таким грозным соперником. Шавкат, Белял, даже еще один мало. Ну, Шомбред я не вижу. Стилистически слишком удобный. Ислам его в стойке перебьет, бороться он, ну, у Ислама в ноге останется. Не вижу Шомбреда такого грозного соперника. Ну, он, конечно, крепкий, хороший боец, но не вижу. Шавкат и Белял, и Мадалена.
But fans shouldn't take Khabib's honesty as fear, because it wasn't meant that way. He wasn't doubting his protege, it was simply a sign of how seriously the camp is taking this fight. Islam's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, cleared up any doubts in his own interview. He confidently stated that he fully expects...
Like I always respectful to the promotion. It's their job. They didn't announce the fight. But I know this by end of the year, Australia gonna have no champions.
Islam to win against JDM. Ali went deeper into this point by describing Islam's skill set. He mentioned that Islam is not just strong in one area, but in every part of MMA. His striking, his wrestling, his grappling, and his fight IQ all line up as advantages over JDM. According to Ali, Islam doesn't just win fights because of one skill, he wins because he can mix everything together at the highest level.
I think Maddalena will lose, and I have a lot of respect for Maddalena. I think he's a very nice guy, I think he's a great fighter, I think he's going to be a very tough fight for Islam, but I believe Islam have all the tools to beat him. But in reality, it's a fight. It's a game of inches. Anything can happen.
Islam himself showed no nerves at all when asked about JDM. In his recent press conference, he carried a level of calm and confidence that stood out to everyone in the room. The way he answered questions showed he was prepared and locked in. He even gave off this aura of someone who's ready for war, but not worried at all.
Весом, наверное. Ну, не знаю. Знаешь, как зависит. Если, например, даже вот сейчас про Чимаева бой говорили. Если он дал бы ему поработать, то это был бы конкурентный бой. И также и у меня, и у всех. Если дать работать, например, стойки Маддалене, он может показать хороший бой. Не секрет, я собираюсь его переводить, я собираюсь его контролировать, заставлять его устать, навязывать свой стиль боя.
That confidence has some clear reasons behind it. Recent training footage of Islam showed a noticeable difference in his size. He's bulked up compared to his usual lightweight frame, and fans immediately picked up on it. The added muscle means he's working specifically to handle the size and strength of welterweights. This wasn't a small change. People could clearly see his focus on becoming stronger while still maintaining his speed. Another part of that confidence comes from his insane work rate. Islam has been training like a machine, and footage showed him pushing himself harder than ever.
Давай.
One clip in particular showed him running, uphill with a weighted vest, a brutal exercise designed to boost endurance. Fans believe this means Islam's team is preparing for him for a long, grueling fight, and if the fight goes into deep rounds, Islam might be planning to drag JDM into deep waters. Despite all this preparation, not everyone is convinced. Israel Adesanya shocked fans when he gave his prediction and chose JDM to win this fight. Adesanya explained that size and power will play a big role, and he thinks JDM can handle the pressure Islam brings. When a former champion like Adesanya makes that kind of a call, fans pay attention.
I think Della is going to get it done. I feel scrambles are crazy.
Yeah, he's
even watching it with Bilal as well. Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him, because when he puts some things on him, he's like, I'm not standing with this guy, I have to take him down. People don't realize how big Della is as well. He's solid.
However, Islam also has some strong support in his corner. Dustin Poirier, a fighter who's shared the cage with Islam, publicly stated that he wishes Islam to defeat JDM. He thinks Islam's grappling and dominance are too much to deal with.
Islam, how does he do against JDM?
Islam at any weight does great. At 170 is going to be an adjustment, but Islam is going to settle into the 170 weight class fine. JDM is a terror, man. His hands, his ability to go head and body. It's a tough fight for anybody. I think Islam wins at a 170.
And while that prediction took the spotlight, another potential matchup also had fans buzzing. Chael Sonnen brought up the possibility of Khamzat Chimaev facing Reinier de Ridder in Abu Dhabi.
I think we can all agree that the winner of Kyle and Imanov is the #1 contender, but there's a twist. Dana announced that he is likely to take Chimaev to Abu Dhabi. The fight with Imanov and Barala is in 3 weeks, so it would give them 6 weeks. We just don't generally see a turnaround like that, unless we're wrong that Kyle Imanov is a #1 contenders fight. There's only one other guy to look to, and that's RDR. Seeing how RDR could deal with the wrestling of Bo makes you wonder if he could deal with the wrestling of Chimaev.
During a podcast appearance with Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo, Reinier de Ridder himself made sure people knew he's ready for Khamzat. He spoke with real confidence, explaining that he likes his chances in such a matchup. Hearing RDR break it down added credibility to the talk because he wasn't just brushing it off, he was clearly excited at the idea. Fans loved his energy, and it showed that he's not intimidated by the hype Khamzat carries into every fight he's booked for.
I think I'd be able to take him down, put him on his back. I could do some stuff that Dricus was not able to do. Gotta hurt him, make him work harder.
It was a technical error, the technical skills that he just didn't have to be able to escape those positions.
He was just holding him onto him, man.
Right.
He was not even framing, right?
How do you dissect your fighting style with Khamzat Chimaev? What makes you different than everybody else he's fighting?
If he takes me down, great. If I take him down, great. It's on the feet, great. There's not an area that we can go to in the fight that's gonna be bad for me. Jiu-Jitsu is a very important aspect of fighting him. See if I can get in the clinch and hurt him there.
I have a feeling I know what the answer is. Who do you think has the best chance of dethroning the newly crowned champion?
It's me, yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Point at yourself, RDR.
Reinier doubled down in another interview, this time going into detail about fighting styles. He explained why his grappling and overall skill set made him a perfect opponent for Khamzat. Instead of avoiding the challenge, he leaned into it, saying this would be the kind of fight that fans would never forget.
Yeah, I think I can do well in all the positions. If I end up on bottom, if I end up on top, I believe I have a lot to show in that fight, and I I think it could be like a grappling fight for the ages. Our styles match up very close, very cool, and I believe it could be a very awesome fight. Yeah.
He went further even by saying he's more prepared than ever to face Khamzat. Rainier explained that his training, his improvements, and his hunger for the spotlight all line up perfectly for this moment. Abu Dhabi was specifically mentioned because it's a stage that would guarantee maximum exposure and energy from the fans. To him, that's the ideal battleground to test himself against one of the sport's most feared rising stars.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and it would be awesome to do it in Abu Dhabi again. Yeah, it would be that would be awesome if we can get it done at that time.
Yeah,
makes sense too. You know, if we look at the division, yeah, I'm ready for it. Let's see if it all comes together. I hope so.
Dana White later revealed that Reinier de Ridder would not be fighting Khamzat this year. Instead, he will face someone else later in the calendar, and the announcement left fans disappointed, since many thought this was the matchup that made the most sense. Still, Dana's decision means Khamzat's path will go in a different direction, and it raises questions about who really gets lined up against him next. That uncertainty keeps the speculation alive in the fan base.
We're coming back October 18th. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. In the main event, it's a 5-round fight between middleweight contenders Reinier de Ridder and Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
If you want more fight breakdowns, interviews, and expert takes, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We've got plenty more coming your way.